This was almost the last place in Britain to close all of its collieries, and having powered the Industrial Revolution, it's now playing a part in another profound change in our society. So, say hello to the future of shopping. These are robots in an Amazon warehouse on the edge of Doncaster. They collect items, move them around, and prepare them for distribution. There are no humans in this area. The process is entirely run by machines. This whirling ballet is a sign of the future for our largest retailers. Robots roaming around a giant warehouse to fulfill our orders as quickly as possible. And this won't diminish. You don't uninvent this kind of extraordinary technology. So the question is, how will all this impact our society? Round the corner, another Amazon warehouse, vast and populated by people. It covers 1 million square feet, the size of 15 football pitches. 87% of the UK is within a 4-hour drive of here. It is the perfect place for fulfilling orders made online.
We do have automation in a number of our fulfillment centres. There are still certain types of roles that robotics or automation cannot do. Do I see a future with no humans? I see a future where there is greater interaction between both automation and people.
Amazon's a company valued at nearly $1 trillion, with enough money to build as many warehouses and robots as it wants. So can anyone really compete against all this? In the middle of Doncaster, a very different face to this changing retail world. Ray and Sandra are closing the doors on their carpet shop.
Good evening, good evening. Happy Friday, happy Friday. Yes, you are in the right place at the right time. You wandered in and thought, okay, what in the Sky News is going on, right? Well, the truth is, this is breaking news, because as we've been discovering, let me go ahead and let's make some of you guys admin. Mr. Millionaire Mike, and my rich family. So as we get into it, and I am literally going to be so strict today on time. Like, we have had masterclasses all week. It's been a phenomenal week, and the theme of the week has basically been the future of money is digital. The future of everything is digital, right? And today is e-commerce night. It's ECX night. And as you just saw on that Sky News bulletin, the breaking news, which probably isn't breaking news to you, is stores are disappearing by the speed of light. Click and order is replacing bricks and mortar businesses. I mean, if you guys have been awake for the last 10, 20 years, you no longer see certain high street brands. This is the death of the British high street, not just the British high street, but worldwide. Let's have a look. Who remembers Woolworths? Someone drop a 1 in the chat if you remember good old Woolworths, once a household name, right? The place where you used to go and nick your sweets. You used to go and get your free cherries or your free what have you. Okay, I don't know what's happening there. Let's make someone else co-host, since co-hosts are dropping like flies. Give me 1 second. So you know how it gets on these calls. I need you guys to play team, my rich UK family members. When you see anybody waiting in the wings, just go ahead and let them in so that we can have a smooth and efficient, fantastic, fabulous, fruitful residual Friday call. So those of you who know what Woolworths is, drop a W in the chat. If those of you who don't know me already, I am Miss Maren UK. I am here in sunny Manchester, UK. Not so sunny today, but I'm big on engagement, first of all. And the industries that I've been doing masterclasses on all week is something 4 years ago that I had no idea somebody like me, your average, black girl from Manchester. It's funny, I was reminiscing today online. I got a pop-up on my timeline. Every minute they're reminding you of what you was doing this time last year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. And 5 years ago, there was something that popped up when I was in employment, before I became unemployable. And I just remember the feelings, looking at the picture, I remember, the feeling of not feeling adequate enough, the role, the position. It was such a high position, in my opinion, that I was proving myself, to those people. I was working for Gary Neville at the time, definitely a major player in business. And I wanted to make sure that I was the best. And to be honest, I was quite insecure about that. And I did everything. I stayed late nights, you know, I worked around the clock just to show myself approved, right? And that didn't matter when they said that, you know, due to some internal restructuring and budgeting, and they ripped that rug from underneath me, it was gone. But what wasn't gone were the residual bills. What wasn't gone was the rent that I had to pay. And I couldn't get myself, you know, back into employment at that time. And I found myself in a very low, broke, busted, and disgusted place. Little did I know at the time, even when I found out at the time, I didn't understand that I was able to leverage, I was able to take advantage of what the rich have been getting richer of for years, these global markets. And today we are going to talk about one of e-commerce. What is e-commerce? Well, we will definitely find out throughout this, but let me take you on a journey. You know, is that okay if I can take you guys on a journey? I want much engagement, much interaction, definitely play team. So yes, Woolworths is where we were at. You know, you may also remember Littlewoods. You remember the whole time the Littlewoods catalog. Remember when you wanted something and you used to go and get some catalog there and pay 20p a week or whatever it was for the fridge or all them things. Where's Littlewoods now, right? You know, where's Littlewoods now? You know, they had, when a business closes down, that's many people will find themselves. Please don't draw on my screen. I don't know why that seems to happen recently, but just, you know, be on your P's and Q's. It's like being in school sometimes. Please don't draw on the screen. Thank you so much. Oh, I said, please don't draw on the screen. I don't know who's doing that. Who is drawing on my screen, please? Who is actually drawing on my screen? I don't want to boot anybody out. You know,
well, no, it's Carl. Maybe it's Carl.
Whoever it is, please stop.
He's not doing it on purpose.
So thank you so much. So as we were saying, you know, there was once upon a time where we were in a position where this is how we did life, right? And all those people found themselves in a position that I found myself in 4 years ago, where they no longer had a job. So if Littlewoods was something that they were using to feed their family, when Littlewoods closed down, so did hundreds of thousands, if not millions of jobs, right? You know, British home stores, even now today, Debenhams. When's the last time you got to go to Trafford Centre? You got to go to, you know, whatever, or the local mall in your area, right? Because we've been forced into this lockdown, lock-off situation, that's not even an option. So they're being forced online. And now you guys may know Mr. Jeff Bezos, previously the richest man in the world. Cryptocurrency changed that. We discussed that in our digital masterclass, an amazing masterclass. Here comes Elon Musk and drops 1.5 billion on Bitcoin, right? But before that, Amazon, the CEO, Jeff Bezos, was the richest man on earth. The richest man on earth. Do you guys know that in 1995, Amazon, it sold its very first book? That's all it was, you know, set up to do, just to be a book retailer. 1995, we were still doing Blockbuster, right? We were still renting, videos from the video shop. You know, we were still doing CDs. Now Netflix and Spotify has changed that, and we've explored that, and the digital revolution definitely is being, you know, televised. We're seeing that things are changing. Online shopping is over 25 billion from the year 2000. iTunes was born in 2003. The terms like Cyber Monday and Black Friday Cyber Monday were only coined in 2005. And since then, we're seeing a whole revolution. And this now today, let's have a look at where we are today. First of all, Amazon went from selling one book in 1995 to now doing 125 billion in sales. And this is even out of date. You know, this is even out of date. Excuse me. Hold tight, everybody, with Amazon Prime. If you've ever made an order from Amazon, just drop A's in the chat for me. Anyone who's ever ordered from Amazon. You know, and we know that the guy who owns Amazon, many of you might not even know what he looks like, Mr. Jeff Bezos, because when you're ordering from Amazon, I see you. He doesn't come and deliver the parcel personally, right? You know, he doesn't have to jump on plane after plane to put the stamps on the parcels to make sure it gets to you, but it still gets to you, right? And because of this pandemic situation that we're in, we're finding that the projected sales online are increasing at the speed of thought. They are currently at 3.53 trillion as of 2019. And this year they're set to be 6.54 trillion. Trillion with a T. You know, 1 trillion, that's 100 billion. That's a big deal. that's like a whole that's a whole revolution. That's literally a whole revolution, right? That's a revolution of e-commerce. Are you involved? Are you shopping, or are you like, what's your position in this? Do you know that you can actually benefit from this? Do you know that this is a market that you can actually profit from? You see, many don't. The reason why we definitely don't know a lot of these things, we don't know how to leverage a lot of these things, because we've been playing the game but by the wrong set of rules. We did everything we were supposed to do. We went to school, we got the good job, okay, we got the good education. We're still probably paying with the education that we got that was so good for the job that we thought we was going to get, and the bills are still coming in, the residual student loan debt, we're still having to pay off that whether we're working in that field or not, right? Meanwhile, you've got people like a Jeff Bezos, you know, people like, what you call him now, Bill Gates, all these people, Richard Branson, that they're not working with blood, sweat and tears. They're not exchanging their time for money. What they're able to do is put systems in place. What they're able to do is leverage, guys. What they're able to do is, while they're sleeping, like the investor, some of the things that we've shown you in the masterclass this week, while they're sleeping, their money's making money. If you're not making money in your sleep, you could say that you're not even really making money at all, because that means that everything is based on your efforts. If you've got a job, if you're even a career person, doctor, lawyer, you don't show up to the surgery, you're not getting paid, right? And people like we've established, everybody's supposed to be broke right now. We're supposed to be in recession and all these kind of things. And online sales are increasing. I wonder why. I wonder why. Now, you may know or may not know that you can actually benefit. You can actually take part in this industry. You can actually benefit from the trillions that are being exchanged in this industry. You know, e-commerce is just simply the buying and selling of online goods. Look, here you go, 25.6 trillion. That was April 22. It's crazy the amount of money people are spending online. Who would like to know today? I want to know who I'm talking to for real. Because sometimes it's like, okay, are you really here to take the masterclass, or are you here to be watching, or are you ready to start winning? Do you really want to know how you can benefit off the constant volume that's being moved in this $1 trillion market space? Drop ones in the chat if you're ready to know a bit more. Drop ones in the chat if you've heard of e-commerce, but you don't fully really understand it. You don't fully really know how it works. I see you, I see you, I see you. Look, now we're cooking with gas. So I'm going to show you an opportunity that you guys can actually get involved in with very little experience, with no qualifications, that's about to change the game. Hopefully you guys can hear this.
Have you ever bought something online? Chances are that you have. Over 75% of people have shopped online and worldwide, with almost 2 billion.
2 billion?
That's billion with a B. People buying something online last year alone. E-commerce gives us the ability to shop for goods and services from the privacy of our own home, or from anywhere in the world with a computer and an internet connection. We can buy goods from anywhere in the world. Can't find it locally? No problem. Just order it online. But the world of online shopping is not just an incredible opportunity limited to shoppers. E-commerce is also an incredible opportunity for anyone who has ever dreamed of starting their own business. We want to take control of our financial life, but we think it's too hard to start our own business. We worry about risking tons of cash and countless hours into something that may fail. The world of e-commerce has presented so many opportunities in the past 5 years that have changed the game for people who want to take their financial destiny into their own hands. Can you imagine running a retail business of your very own without needing to lease a building, hold inventory, or stand behind the cash register 6 days per week? Imagine your store could reach buyers all over the world. Imagine that you would not have to pay for a single item of inventory until a customer actually purchased the item from you first. Well, you can stop imagining. It's now a reality.
Welcome to the ECX Academy. The ECX Academy. Please stop drawing on the screen. This is preschool at this point. You see, what you don't realize, or what you may not realize, or you may realize, that the difference between the rich and the poor is access to information and elite education, right? You know, people like Prince Charles and his grandkids, they're not learning the same things in school as we're learning. So here's a sneaky peek. So masterclass time, make sure you've got your pens and your paper out at the ready. Note takers definitely are the money makers. And I heard that the people that got put onto this call tonight, that's what they're ready to do. They're ready to actually make some money. So what you get inside this amazing academy that we are a part of, whoever invited you, they are rich. They are rich by association. They are a part of Rich University, royalty, inspirational, courageous, and humble, partnered with the #1 digital platform globally that now gives the average person access. People that look like us in our community, we're able to give them the literacy that they need to know about their finances. We've got academies such as the FRX Academy, which we had an amazing masterclass on Monday. HFX, Money in Minutes, digital currency. Shout out to all those yesterday who was on the DCX masterclass. And today, ECX, the newest kid on the block. There is a whole academy for ECX. And just like all of our academies, it's definitely the creme de la creme. Excuse me, guys. I don't know what is going on, but someone is burning the house down out somewhere. It's really, really choking me out. Okie dokie. So I'm going to show you the kind of things that you get inside this academy, because it's amazing. You get not just videos and materials, but you also get some handouts. Let's see, what is drop shipping? What the heck is drop shipping? You see, you might be sat there thinking, I don't have, you know, the finances to run an online store. I've done this before. I've been down this road before. You know, I had to get all of this stock. Right now, even if I wanted to get the stock, I can't even swing a cat in here. There's nowhere to put it all. I don't have the money to front it. And what about if I can't find the customers? Okay, everyone's shopping online, but I don't mean the shopping in my store. Chill, it's okay. Like, hold your horses. What is drop shipping? What is drop shipping? It's changing the game. This is what we call leveraging, guys. Check this out. It's a really quick, short and simple video. The type of videos that you have access to, and I may not play it all because, like I said, I want to get through this pretty quickly, but I'm going to show you a little bit how the elite side of people do education and information.
Welcome to the ECX Academy, the I Am Mastery Academy for e-commerce. So what is dropshipping? Well, let's take a look here. On the left-hand side, we have a customer. In the middle, we have what's going to be your store. And on the right side, we have the supplier. Let's say you decide to sell a pair of shoes. You go out and find a supplier, and the supplier says, hey, you can have this shoe for $30. We're like, awesome. We put it on our website. Pictures, that's all we need. We don't ever need to buy it first. We advertise, and on the left side, the customer comes, finds the website, and is like, ooh, I really like these shoes. Boom, the price is $80. They go ahead and make a purchase. Now, what happens for the money in between? You get $80 into your bank account. You're going to take the $80 and you're going to send $30 to the supplier. When you send $30 to the supplier, you're also going to give the customer's name and address, and they're going to go ahead, go into their warehouse, pick it out off the shelf, ship it, and land it right at your customer's door. You don't ever have to touch it. You don't ever have to buy inventory first. You don't have to have warehouses, nothing like that. You're going to put the remainder in your pocket, which is $50. Obviously, we're going to have some advertising costs, so let's just call it $20. We spend $20 to get the sale somewhere, and we put $30 in our pocket. That's drop shipping.
Is basically drop shipping in a nutshell. And if you guys are the kind of learners, that need, you know, maybe you need something physical, you know, you need to see some physical, you also get some handouts. Let's just go back to the curriculum. So you are able to on demand go through this whole course end to end, and after each video you actually learn something that you can apply. And by the end of it, you have an online store. No, you don't need to know coding. No, you don't need to even be, you know, high tech. When I say we are so low tech, high tech here at Rich U, I can't even see where that one was, but let's just get this up. So Every single one you see, there's a PDF, okay? There's a PDF, and that PDF, like I said, maybe you are visual. So let's get one of these products to sell. So you don't even have to work out exactly what products to sell because they show you what's trending. It's more what people are buying rather than what you want to sell. And your PDFs look something like this. You're able to see exactly what products you should sell. Look at this. It lets you know the answers. Will it get saturated? How many people are selling things? Where to get the things from? And by the end of this, you have like a whole full like book of like a module. It's amazing. It's so amazing. And the voice that you guys actually heard, is a guy called Chris Reeve. He is the person, plus many others now since the academy got started, that shows you end to end every single thing within ECX Academy. And why is that such a big deal? Well, I told you we were number one, right? We are number one in digital currency education, okay? So much so that Forbes magazine featured us twice last year in August, and no other platform of its kind, first of all, with the first. Before us, there were none regarding Forex, crypto, when it comes to the education and the tools. And we've been featured in Forbes magazine that only feature millionaires and billionaires. But not just that, I told you about Jeff Bezos, right? I told you, about Amazon, how much Amazon is grossing. We went through the whole journey. So we would think if he was going to choose somebody to head his summits, that he's only going to choose the best also. Well, this same guy, Chris Reeve, who is teaching you end to end, Amazon actually had him represent for them at their summit. You see, Chris Reeve is an 8-figure Shopify seller, an 8-figure Shopify seller. Don't you just love a pop-up? Thank you so much. So as you can see right here, he is an e-commerce expert, an 8-figure e-commerce expert. And you don't only just get the videos from him, but just like we've shown you on other occasions, on other nights in the masterclass, you actually get go live sessions. So before I showed you trading rooms where people are making money, you can also go on your TV and you can go to ECX. And like everything on ECX, there is a schedule that shows you end to end. Oh, it didn't save. Let's see. Let's get it up. There we go. That shows you end to end a schedule when everybody is on. So you can actually set your watch by it, whatever it is that your schedule is, like all our other TV channels, and you can come on. There's Chris, he's on like twice a day, Monday to Friday, answering your questions about all the different levels in the academy. He will actually physically help you. In fact, he did that for one of our members right here in Manchester, UK, our member who is doing really well in ECX, so much so. Let me see, have I got her thing here? You see, technology is so amazing. I said low tech, high tech. You definitely don't have to be high tech. I want to show you that she's actually being ranked number 16 in the entire academy. Maybe I won't be able to find it now. That's such a shame if I can't. She did send it to me, but she's number 6. There it is. There it is. There it is. Where's it gone? Number 16 in the entire academy. There she is. My good friend, known her since I was 15. In fact, this was a while back she sent me this. That was when she was at 204 orders. I know she's over 300 orders now, so she would be called a ka-ching quartz. So that just means she keeps hearing ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching to her phone. And every time you hear a ka-ching, that's basically someone putting money in your bank account because they've ordered on your store. And I kind of want to show you how this works in actuality. Because a lot of people right now, this weekend, it's a huge shopping weekend, whether you're involved in it or not. It's love weekend, guys, and everybody is trying to find the right products for their booth, for their other half. So they're online shopping, and there is actually a whole video. I didn't get it ready. Let's see if I can whiz through and find it, that shows you about something that, whether you know it or not, it's an absolute viral product of Rose Bear. Let's see if I can pull it up really quickly. Might not be, but we show you how to automate a lot of this, so you don't have to figure this whole thing out. You get a load of tools like Clone X, and I'm going to show you how that works in a minute for the sake of the masterclass, especially those who's already got ECX or thinking about getting ECX and wants to know how it works. Who's already got ECX and wants to know how it works? Let me do it this way. If I do this and then scroll through the list, because I found this really cool. Let's see. Let's just stop this, and then we can just get the whole list of videos right here. It shows us what's a good product, what's a bad product. Every week they give you 3 top products of what you can show on your site. Where's Cloner X? Okay, I might not be able to find it from the list, but that's fine. I'm gonna show you how it works. In cart upsell, look at all this. Here you go. Cloner X tutorial. Even though I don't think this shows the rose bear. And it was the rose bear I wanted to show you.
Man, I'm so excited for you. Welcome to Cloner X. This is going to speed the whole process up, make you a superhuman, meaning that you'll be able to do so much work in such a short period of time and have such a competitive advantage. It's unreal. Let's just start here with clone a new product. So in the Academy, I'm going to teach you how to find viral products, trending products, products that sell all the time, and we're going to spy on stores that are other dropshippers just like us. And if we can get the same product that they are, if we see that they're paying money with ads based on how many views their videos have, how much engagement, how long their ads have been running, nobody runs ads if they're not making money. Think about that. No one's wasting money on advertising if they're not making money. There has to be a way they're just not throwing money out the window. So let's say this is the product that we found that's winning. We're going to go ahead and copy. We're going to go over here to the store URL and paste it in. Now, you could see here that you could set things to 10, 30, 50. The more products that you want to see in the store, the longer it's going to take to load. We gave this system an exact link to an exact product, so it's only going to pick up that one product. Let's hit Find Products. Bam, there we go. If we wanted that product, you go ahead and click on it. Now, you'll see 3 options here. View means that you're going to view it on the existing page that we're looking at. If you click clone, it will put it in your system and clone it, but it's not live until we do one thing. And then if you click publish, it's live right now. You don't have to go in there and do a thing at all. What's the difference? Clone lets you put it into the system, get it ready, change the title, maybe.
So there you go. You guys can definitely watch that in your own time. It's going through that really, really slowly, and I want us to crack on. I know for you guys who already have access, actually what I'm going to show you is how you can actually get these products, because you may have got ECX, but you didn't get all the add-ons. So what you're going to do is go to im.academy, which is your back office, right? And for all those who are thinking, you know what, this is foolproof. Looks like something I can do. I'm willing to give it a try. So what you're going to do, you're going to go to your back office. You're going to log in. Make sure you click that, check the box, right? Once you're logged in, you guys know you go to your shopping cart for all your add-ons, or if you don't know, you go to your shopping cart. So your shopping cart is available from your menu at the side. Let's just scroll down. You'll see the option for shopping cart. And when you go there, this allows you to get all your different add-ons. And there you go. You've got all different add-ons right here. And then you can add the add-on that is, what's it called now? It's called Cloner X and Theme X. And they also have the ROAS calculator. So when you go ahead and do that, you'll be able to do this. And this is something that we did live. We did live on a previous masterclass. So I'm going to show you. So this is a store that was created by one of our ECX Academy students. So you guys are thinking that maybe it was some backyard, run-of-the-mill kind of situation. Well, Theme X allow us to actually have a template where all we have to do is not very much. It's kind of already built for us. Valentine's weekend, they're already getting ready. And all this is shown for how to do, like literally step by step. You'd be surprised how foolproof it is. So let's have a look at this product. Say we thought, okay, we want to put this on our website, but you might not have the time to go writing all this, to go doing all the research regarding it. So what you're able to do is use the Cloner X tool, and it's gone right back to the beginning. So let's see if I can get it to the part. Let's pause that. I tell you what, boy. Okay, let's do it. It's right there. Relentless. You have to be relentless. You have to be a savage for your success. Let me tell you, boy. You can't get you stay on track, stay focused. So this is exactly what he just shown you how to do. Okay. Once you've gone and copied the link from somebody else's page, you're basically just gone and seen what they've done. And then you come and you find it. It will be in your back end in your Shopify store. Once it's in that Shopify store, you will see that you can load it up. Here it is. That's that same light. You can name it. You can give it whatever name that you want to give it. And all the pictures that were already on the other site, whoever site it was, doesn't matter. And he shows you how to make yours not people not be able to do this to you as well. Remember, he's the guy, no one sold more products in the world than Chris Reeve, so he's an absolute G. So that's the back end. But what does it look like on the actual website? And this was live, you know, on my website at the time. So hey presto, Light of Life, $199. And you guys can literally, it's available to purchase. Now you might think, okay, so what about if I how do I get that? Someone's going to buy it now. Well, they also show you, you know, how to find it from the supplier. They've given us plugins where we can go and search this. So that was 147. I put it up for 199. And my supplier is actually selling this. Guys, you want to guess how much it's for? How much you can get this for? Let's see. Let's go. Let's do the, let's order it, sort by price. So it will show us the cheapest one. Let's do it the other way. That's showing us the dearest one. So once you sort by price, guys, it's showing us all sorts of things here. So this is not, it's actually gone up. At the time, it was really, really cheap, but still, that's $100 on top of that. That's $100 on top of that. So when someone pays you $199 as it is on my site, I'll send them the $90 for it. And you'd be surprised how much things actually cost online. So that's basically the process of being able to add products to your store. One of the many things with the tools that you get in the ECX Academy when you are building up your store, right? So how much do things like this cost? You know, how much do things like this cost? You're getting $1 trillion market space. You're getting access to this for basically pennies on the dollar. But let's compare it, because Chris Reeve himself, before he was a part of the academy, being that he is the, you know, the guy who sold the most product globally, if you were to have a one-on-one with Chris, it would cost you $5,000, okay? And this is like market value. In fact, this lady right here, the reason I brought her up, let's see. I know a lady, 2 girls who actually use her services, and they pay $2,000. And what they get is help with their Facebook ads. So let's see, does she show her pricing here? Don't know if she shows their pricing on their website. Maybe she keeps the $2,000 to herself. But like I said, I know people who are going through this process and they haven't actually made any sales. It's been about 6 months. They're happy. They think they're learning loads, but 6 months later, they don't really have the results. Whereas we've shown you someone in our community who is number 16 in the academy, who has made over 300 sales now, and they made their first sale on the 3rd of December. And they definitely didn't pay $2,000, and they definitely didn't have to figure everything out, you know, and overanalyze until they were paralyzed, and they're seeing results. And that's what Rich University stand on: results, relationship, and residual. So what about with us? What about the prices with us, right? Let's see. Let's go over here where we've got everything up, because we know that traditional education, you normally have to kind of go ahead and pay up front, right? You have to get a student loan, you acquire some debt. You know, all these high universities, these high-class universities like Cambridge, like Oxford, are all doing things of this nature. They're doing e-commerce courses, they've got Bitcoin courses, they've got all these different marketing courses, right? These fintech institutions. And for a couple of weeks online course where you don't get any tools, you know, you don't get any investment, you don't get any return on any investment, you know, while doing the course, the person teaching you the course isn't necessarily successful in that area. So where you're being taught by Chris Reeve, who nobody has done him in online sales, if you go and do this in a traditional setting, you might pay, you know, $20,000 for the year for the education, but the person is reading off a curriculum. We've all been to school, you know, your science teacher wasn't a scientist, right? You know, your track and field teacher wasn't an athlete, okay? However, inside Rich University, we pride ourselves on our mentorship from experts that are actually living the life that they are teaching. They have actually got the blueprint, and they have made multiple 6, 7, and 8 figures, and they're actually showing you how you can do the same. How much do you think something like this should cost? Okay, we're talking about the fact that, well, let me just even say it like this. So you saw the example, You know, the shoes, I think that was a $50 return, right, from one sale. So one sale, $50. You know, if I talk about the person in our community that's made over 300 sales, even if one sale was the $50, and you know, this varies, this completely varies. I showed you the lamp that was $100 for one, if someone buys one of them, right? And all I had to do was send the address to the supplier and, you know, send them their money for whatever they cost it, and then they send it to my customer. So just multiply that by 200, multiply that by 300, even just multiply that by 10, okay? If you had 10 sales a week, right? Just think about what that could actually do for you when we're talking about multiple streams of income, when we're talking about passive income, something that you physically don't have to do. Once you've kind of built the store, you've done all the back end, you've gone through the course, all you're doing is order fulfillment. All you're doing is basically clicking a button and saying fulfilled, sending the money to the supplier, and done. You'll just check in to see what new products there are. You know, it's Valentine's Day. I didn't get to show you guys the rose bear. It's a bear that's all full of roses. You know, you can literally, if anyone's in ECX, if you've been getting on these sessions, definitely the rose bear. It's been set. It sells. It moves. Let's see if I can even get it. Let's see if I can even get it. It moves a ridiculous amount of units, and I mean, I don't even think it's that great. That's the other thing. There it is. That's the other thing. Look, people are paying $50 for this thing. That's crazy. And people pay this. They have them on all different colors. Look at that. You know, if the amount of people that are doing this, you can just go to their website, clone it, and put it on yours. Takes seconds. Takes absolute seconds. So this is what people are going, you know, bananas like cuckoo for Cocoa Pops over these cute little novelty bears that after Valentine's Day is done, the thing's dashed down, no one cares about it. But this is what you call impulse buying. Impulse buying. And what you learn in the course is you get to learn the top things to look for when, you know, in products, the winning product criteria, you know, such as things that solve a problem, things that are emotional, high perceived value items like jewelry, watches, you know, brand marketing. You learn you know, things that are hard to find or hard to get, things that have a wow factor, things that are viral and trending, that have got a proven track record, things that are evergreen, such as a grandma t-shirt, a crusty old grandma t-shirt, but you can put the name of the grandma on there. Then the grandma can put the grandkids on there. Oh, I want a t-shirt, grandma. Where's mine? Where's mine? Next minute they've bought 7 t-shirts for the 7 grandkids. Everybody's happy. And literally, I think he sold like 130,000 units of grandma t-shirts. So it's not really about what you want to sell and what you want to do. You might have products right now and wondering why you can't, you know, shift them online. Maybe that's just not what people want right now. But it actually shows you also how to market the things that you've currently got, how to make sure that you've got a return on your ad spend with the ROAS calculator. I'm saying a lot of terms right here, but how much do you think something like that, learning a skill set like that, you know, being positioned to have a website that is grossing, people are grossing thousands a month. I'm not even going to, past profits don't guarantee future results. But if you know, if you see the amount of volume that's moving online, and for you to get a piece of that, you know, it's wide open. I need somebody in the chat to be, you know, to be telling me. I told you it's $2,000 for the 6-week course, what Lola does. So what do you think we're charging inside with you? How much? Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the. How much are you willing to pay for this? How much are you willing to pay for this? ECX, an ECX Academy that is showing you end to end. Is anyone listening? Should I just leave? Are we done? Are we good to go? You know, it's Friday. I can get a takeaway. Like how much? Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. How much would you pay for an academy like this? 1,000. There we go. Somebody's awake. Somebody's listening. And fair play. That's a very good price. In fact, that's pretty cheap compared to what's out there. You know, Lola's course is 2,000 just for ads. So right now, if you are on this call and you're ready, this is exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get a link that's going to look just like this. You may have already said, you know what, I'm ready. Whoever invited you, I'm ready to go. So we're looking at ECX. So when you come to the site of the person who referred you, you're going to go ahead and click on ECX if that's what you want to do. And as you can see, today you actually are able to access all of the ECX Academy with all of the handouts, all of the videos, all of the TV channels, all of the products, what they give you, the tools as far as the ROAS calculator that calculates the return on your ad spend to make sure that you're breaking even, to access the cloner product, which clones products from other websites. You're able to access the Theme X, which builds your website for you, all of that for $3 and to stay connected to the educators, to the TV channel, to the up to the time news as things are changing, to stay connected to all those products. They show you how to get a virtual assistant to fulfill the orders. Literally every single thing is done for you on the back end. And we had the testimony on our last ECX call, is foolproof. There's literally, I think at that point she had 50 orders to fulfill, and she was eating whatever she was eating at the time, and all she has to do is click on the button to fulfill each order. You don't have to do what most people do, what you may have done. Some of you right now, who's got a degree, who's been to university, who's paid a lot of money to get that piece of paper that says you've got a master's, you've got a BA, you've got an MA, and you paid thousands for it, some 10 grand, some 20 grand, some 30 grand, and you might not even be operating in that field right now, but the hope is that maybe maybe it's an extra 30 grand on the job, maybe it's an extra 40 grand on the job, maybe it's to get a job in that field. Maybe you're not working in that field. Maybe the field that you're working in, you just have to work in because you need to pay off those student loans, because they are sending you letters every month letting you know that you still owe, right? So they don't care whether you're a doctor and you studied a PhD and you didn't make it. That's irrelevant to them. They're still coming back for theirs, right? The point is that not all education is created equally. Welcome to the rich university, where the average person doesn't have to pay all up front and get themselves into debt, get themselves, into an entanglement, with these debt collectors, and be avoiding phone calls like the plague, right? Every time someone knocks on the door, right? Like, who's ever done that? You can actually have access, consistent access, and you can do it in installments. Each and every month, the average person, the single mother, the busy working mom, the student, the professional, you can pay $275, which for us, that's like 200 quid to still have access to every single thing that you viewed today on in this masterclass. So hopefully you guys are definitely ready to get started. But you know what? That's not even it, because today, oh Lord, always a reason. Let's see. Because I'm always ready. I stay ready. I stay ahead of the game. There you go. There you go. There you grow. You see, it must be the season of giving. I know it's like Valentine's Day weekend, but you can actually get the school to pay your fees for you. The academy will waive your entire subscription fees. So in theory, you could come in today. You could literally be doing this with a friend, you might even be thinking of somebody right now who could benefit, somebody right now who's been trying to get some sales online and hasn't even sold, a peanut in the last year. And meanwhile, we're seeing that 64 trillion is moving online, and they even making, a tuppence from whatever they're selling. Well, maybe it would help them if the top seller, the 8-figure Shopify seller in the whole entire world, was helping them. Maybe if they could get some tips, maybe those cloner products they could use. And if you were that person that came on, maybe it's your cousin, maybe it's your friend, whoever, 2 active paying customers gives you free access. It gives you a scholarship, so it enables you to actually now learn for free. You get to stay connected as long as they're connected to all the tools, apps, products, and services. I don't know any university, any college course that's doing this. I referred pure people to Salford University when I was doing my course, and they didn't even so much as waive 1 month. They didn't even say, okay, take a break on the student loan payments. Absolutely not. 1,000 times no. So definitely all education is not created equally. Yes, I see you, Angelique, paying off loans. Yes, I see you, Latoya, in that situation. And I know many more that are, and the biggest testimony within our community, the biggest testimony within Rich University are people that come in and are able to pay student loan debt off in a very short amount of time, just by applying themselves, just by connecting themselves to an A to B plan. The truth is, we all have goals and visions and dreams, right? But we don't always know exactly, we don't have a vehicle to get us there. We don't know exactly how we're going to get there, right? So all I want to know from you guys today is who's next. Who's ready to say yes to what we said yes to? Who's ready to say yes to the world of passive income? Who's ready to say yes to multiple streams? Yes to click and order. Yes to drop shipping. Yes to things that you don't even fully understand right now. But there's something on the inside of you saying, I need a change. I need something different. I'm tired of robbing Peter to pay Paul. You know, inside our community today, we say Happy Residual Friday because we're actually celebrated for the impact that we're making on other people's lives, for other people that through our yes have said yes, that have partnered with the mission to impact 1 million families. Who is impacting your family right now? Who is reaching out to you right now to help put money in your pocket? What TV channels do you watch right now that's showing you how to get to the bag, how to increase? What Sky? Someone let me know. Someone let me know where that's happening. You see, the truth is, nothing changes if nothing changes. You know, the truth is that most people, they say they want to change, but everybody's not really willing to actually take the first step because it has to start with a decision. Somebody has to get mad. You have to get mad enough to make a decision to do something different. I told you where I was 4 years ago. I didn't understand half of this stuff. We didn't even have half of this stuff available, but I knew that if I wanted to get something different, I had to do something. I couldn't do the same thing over and over again. I couldn't keep squaring up the rent in the face month after month after month, wondering, okay, well, who's going to do this time? Who's going to do that time? I had to say, look, something different needs to happen here. So I had to take a risk. I had to take a risk. It was a risk for me. I never had it at the time. But at the end of the day, I knew that I needed more. I knew that I deserved more. And I knew that I never had the answers because every single thing that I'd done up until that point brought me the situation that I was in. Every single thing that I spent my time doing had got me to where I was. And that's just the raw truth. Every single thing in your life right now, you bought it. Time is your biggest currency. Time is an even playing field. We all get the same amount. Everything's equal in the time realm. You've got 24 hours, I've got 24 hours. Jeff Bezos, who built Amazon, same 24 hours, but he's able to make billions. He was the richest man in the world, billions. So what's he do? He's leveraging with his time. What are you going to do with yours? What are you going to do today on the 12th of February, 2021, that when it comes to March, it will thank you for it? What will you do today that will pay you tomorrow? And not just you, but those that come after you. When you've got grandchildren looking in your face saying, Grandma, Granddad, you know, how come we don't have an e-commerce store? You know, what did you do when everybody was getting, you know, online ECX academies and, you know, people were buying Bitcoin, when people were trading from the phone? Like, what did you do? Did you do it, Grandma? Did you do it, Granddad? What are you going to say to them? What are you going to say to them? Yes, I witnessed the biggest pandemic of 2020, but you know what? I didn't make a move. I was scared. Or are you going to say that you said yes? That you said yes to opportunities? You said yes to $6.7 trillion markets. You said yes to being able to make money in your sleep. You said at least yes to learning. You said, yes, I'm ready. So I think that's enough said. Not going to beat a dead horse. All I'm going to say that I will be the first one to welcome you onto the inside of the palace gates, because I want to see you at the top. Because the truth is, it's crowded down there, way, way too crowded. So happy Residual Friday, happy Fruitful Friday, and I will see you guys at the other side. Blessings, love, and light.
Hey, I said my money is different. I can make 1,000 in a minute. If you ain't trading, you tripping. You better get down with the